The webcast of Lakin High Sports would not be possible without the generous support of these fantastic sponsors: the Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank, the Agency of Lakin and Garden City, the Lakin Recreation Commission, Flashbacks Diner of Lakin, the Kearney County Community Development Ralph Goodnight, Shorty's Cafe of Lakin, Shelter Insurance Gwen Wecker, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, the Lakin Dairy and Lakin Hay Fred Ritzema, the Golden Plains Credit Union, the Lakin Pharmacy, D-Bach Metals, and Hendrix Welding. Back we go with more of today's exciting action on LakinSports.com and Lakin High Sports on YouTube. Here's Mr. Brett Hendrix.
And a good Saturday morning. Welcome to Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Believe it or not, it is sound as what you're hearing. After all the problems we had last night for the football game, we are on the air tonight. We've got the problem corrected, and let's hope going from here on out, we're able to deliver a good broadcast. I apologize for all the problems last night. Those of you joining us that were tried to join us with football last night. But we are on the air. Everything so far is working well. And we're here for a day of volleyball here at the Lakin Middle School gym. Our first match of the morning, the Lakin Lady Broncs, 13-1 on this season, taking on the Ulysses Lady Tigers. These two teams met in the opener of this 2022 season, with the Lady Broncs winning in straight sets. Ulysses with a chance at redemption here in this early morning match, scheduled to start at 9 o'clock. The first of 5 matches. We're on the air for about 6 hours today, and we'll have all the exciting Lakin Lady Bronc volleyball for you right here on Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube and LakinSports.com. Still a few minutes to go before we get things rolling here on this Saturday morning. We've got a lot of great sponsors that make Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube possible. I can't thank them enough, and I ask those of you that are watching, please thank the sponsors for what they do, that you're able to be there at your home or on the road or wherever you may be. You can't be here, but we're trying to make it where you can still watch it. Thank those sponsors for all they do, because I couldn't do it alone. We're going to be back right after this.
Home improvements that have had to wait. The dream vacation your family deserves. Even college tuition. Garden City State Bank can help you make it all happen now, not someday. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the value of your home, and the interest may be tax deductible. Plus, there are no closing costs, no application fees, and no annual fees. A fast, easy, convenient home equity line of credit from Garden City State Bank, a branch of the Kearney County Bank. Subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Fred Ritzema established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet. It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with a wellness center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
And welcome back to Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Brett Hendrix with you. Thanks for joining me today for a full day of Lakin Lady Bronc volleyball. First match of the day, once again, the Lady Tigers of Ulysses and the Lakin Lady Broncs. The first of 5 straight matches here on Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Of course, we will We're on the air at 9, 10, and 11 this morning. Then we're going to take a 30-minute break at the lunchtime, and then we'll be back on somewhere roughly around 12:30 for the afternoon session, and then there'll be another match at 1:30, and that'll wrap up the day. But 5 matches in a row for all teams today. No teams will really get any rest. They will start playing here at 9 o'clock, and they will play them till we're done. But once again, welcome. In between each game, we will shut each broadcast off, and I try to keep broadcasts separate because I do have fans once in a while and players and whatnot. They want copies of their games. So instead of being able to copy 5 or 6 hours worth of games or whatever, I try to do it game by game because maybe somebody wants a certain game and not all of them. So that's why I do it. It might be a little bit of a chore, but that's why we do it. And a lot easier to keep them separate, keep them straight. So Lady Broncs on the court warming up as I speak. Coming into this morning, 13-1 on this season. Gotten off to a great start. The teams here today: Ulysses, Holcomb, Dodge City, Cimarron, and Hugoton, along with the Lady Broncs. So 6 teams here. It's a round robin. Each team will play 5 matches today. And we're happy to be here for all of them right here on Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Congratulations to the football team last night. Improved to 4-0. We know those of you that tried to watch, you were able to watch it. You just couldn't hear us. We had a sound card go bad, and I had a new one. Just didn't have it with me last night. And that's just typically how it works sometimes. But we are on the air. Everything was perfect to start off, so we're ready to go. But congratulations to the Bronc football team. Starting out their season 4-0 with a thrilling, get this, thrilling 2-0 win over Cimarron last night. I don't know that I have ever seen Lakin with a 2-0 victory. I was trying to think back that through the history and stuff that I have on my computers. I love to look at sports history, of course. People know that. But Lakin, I believe, lost in the 60s, lost to Satana by the score of 2-0. But I don't know that Lakin has ever won by 2-0. There might have maybe been a forfeit win that counts 2-0, but I'm not going to count that as much as actual game played. But nonetheless, the Broncs do improve to 4-0 with a big 2-0 win last night. So we'll be on the air this coming Friday for homecoming. Southwestern Heights comes to town. A lot of things planned. I know it's Alumni Week, Homecoming Week, Alumni Weekend at Lakin High School. So a big week, and we hope to top it off with an exciting football game on Friday. So we're about set to go. The Lady Broncs will be in the near court. Ulysses will be in the forecourt as we start out the first match of the day. In the court to our left is Cimarron and Holcomb. And Holcomb will be the second match of the day for the Lakin Lady Broncs. But a good Saturday morning, bright and early. We're set to get Lakin Lady Bronc volleyball started here. Lakin to serve to open this first match. Sarah Wright to serve for the Lady Broncs. On the front row, Jared Davidson, Tegan Bachman, and Sammy Vogel. On the back row, Cadence Brown, Nayeli Monroy, and of course serving is Sarah Wright. We'll catch up with some Ulysses numbers here in a bit. And we're underway with the serve. Diving save by Tegan. Sammy has the two-hand passing on the third hit. Cross-court set. Blocked at the net by Sammy. Lakin will play it. Sammy at the net, one-hander, back row. And that was played by Sammy Scott. Up to Jera. And we've got a net violation on Ulysses. And the Lady Broncs on the board first, leading 1-0. Short set. Cammie Kinney with the two-hand pass across. Short set, Kinney once again, back corner. Sarah tried to keep it alive, but it was over the head of Cadence Brown, and it'll go to the Lady Tigers as they even the score 1 apiece. Serve, played back row by Monroy. Third hit across by Micah Schultz. Lakin will set it. Over to Davidson. Off the hands of Taylor Ackley. And the side out back to the Lady Broncs. Substitution for Lakin into the front row. Stasia DeHone. And a service ace by Sammy. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining me here this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Glad we're on the air. Glad we have video. Glad we have sound. Eventually, I'll get it all worked out. It's frustrating, but we are on, and that's all we're going to worry about today. Another service ace. Lakin with 3 straight points, lead at 4-1. Cross court set. Micah Schultz has it blocked at the net. Stasia, her shot is blocked, and Lakin will keep it alive and out of reach for Jera Davidson. Good net work there by Stasia DeHone, but Lakin couldn't keep it in play. Into the lineup, Kaylin Marquez for the Lady Tigers. Great job by Tegan to keep that one alive. Jera works it across third hit, partially blocked by Stasia. Lakin scrambles. Up front, Davidson, shot, back corner, Cammie Kinney plays it. Third hit across by Schultz. Lakin sets it up again. Tegan. Got it too close to the net, but Lakin will keep it in play. Sammy, cross court over to Jera. Jera's shot on the back line, it's long. Serving for Ulysses in the far court is Cammie Kinney. Ulysses in the black tops, orange stripes. Back set to Davidson. Blocked by Schultz, but out of bounds. And it comes back to Lakin. Paola Carrillo into the lineup for the Lady Broncs. Grace Osberg not in the lineup today. I see her sitting in street clothes on the bench. I didn't get a chance to find out what was going on, but Lady Broncs a little shorthanded today, -1. Kaylin Marquez, third hit, gets it across. Jera to Tegan, back to Jera, it's blocked. Lakin will keep it in play. Kinney. Shot by Marquez. Now Jera on third attempt. Tegan diving to the floor, gets it across the net. And Lakin will win the point. The shot by Chloe Curl. Lakin got it too close. Curl tried to slam it home, but it was wide on the near side. Lakin up by 3. Serving is Tegan Bachman, played by Kinney. And the shot by Marquez was just a little bit long. And Lady Broncs up by 4, their biggest lead of this first set of the day. Over to Marquez, blocked by Carrillo. Lakin keeps it in play. And a ball from the other side stops play. Might have been a break for the Lady Broncs because that ball was out right after the whistle. So the Lady Broncs get a second opportunity. Serving is Tegan. And the winner by Marquez right in front of a diving Tegan Bachman. And side out to the Lady Tigers. Serving across the floor is Bella Eddy for the Tigers. Played by Sarah, back row up to Tegan, middle set. Stasia has it blocked. Lakin resets. Carrillo plays it back line. Eddy keeps it alive for the Lady Tigers. And third hit, Chloe Curl across. Lakin now on third hit, works it by Tegan. Tegan with the cross-court set. Davidson, actually it got too close to the net, so Ulysses knocked it back across. Carrillo, shot, far corner, dug by Kenny. And Lakin with the side out. Another line violation by Ulysses. Jared Davidson to serve for Lakin here in the near court. Lakin in the purple tops, gold letters and numbers. And the serve is long, and it goes back to the Tigers. Serve played by Sarah to Tegan, back to Sarah, and got it to fall right in front of Sammy Scott. Cadence Brown into the lineup. She will serve. Also in for the Lady Broncs, Kinsey Lohman Fuller. Served by Sammy Scott there for Ulysses. Back set to Kinsey, and it's long. Back to the Lady Tigers. Substitution for Ulysses. That'll be Taylor Ackley. And she will serve. Ulysses in the far court, Lakin in the near court. Scrambling, Tegan works it across on second hit. Shot by Chloe Curl. Hit the top of the net, rolled right down it. And Ulysses will be called for 4 hits. Kinsey with the serve for the Lady Broncs, leading 10-6. Up front to Tegan. Middle set to Sammy. Got it into the far corner. Just past the official on the stand. Best set and the kill of the morning so far for the Lady Broncs, who now lead it by 5. Kinsey serving for the Lady Broncs. Played in the back row by Micah Schultz. And Ulysses finds the opening in the back corner. Earns the side out. Into the lineup for Ulysses, Bella Eddy. Serving will be Chloe Curl. Jared plays it up to Tegan. Sarah with the shot, blocked by Eddy. Excuse me, that was Cammie Kenny that blocked that shot. And the point to the Lady Tigers. Net serve, back to Lakin. Naomi Monroy back into the lineup. Sarah Wright to serve. We're in the first set of the first match of the day, the first of 5 matches today. Cross-court set. And the attempt into the net by Bella Eddy. Short set, Kenny. And a 4 hit. Second such violation on Ulysses here this morning. Dug by Sarah up front. Sammy just a little bit out of position, but gets it across on third hit. And the shot to the back row is long. And Lakin extending their lead, their biggest lead of this set, And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 15-8, the Lady Broncs with their biggest lead in this first set. We'll be back right after this.
At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools.
And we're back. Lady Broncs leading at 15-8. Sarah Wright with the serve. Third hit, Ackley works it across for the Tigers. Short set, Sammy had to reset her timing. She was getting set to go up, but the ball was shorter, I think, the shorter set than she was ready for. Stayed on the floor, but the timing was off, and she worked it a little bit too long. Lakin plays the serve from the back row, Sarah. Ulysses sets it. Now scrambles third hit. Sammy to Tegan. Cross court, Jarrah with the shot, and it's long. (15-10). Lady Broncs with the lead. Ulysses serving. Naomi Vager with the serve for Ulysses. Third hit by Sammy. Short set, Kenny. Played by Brown in the back row. Up front, Tegan. Jarrah has it blocked by Kenny. Jarrah works it across. Lakin that time just worked it across to keep it in play. And another net line violation. And it sends it back to Lakin. Stasia DeHone back in to her front row position. DeHone, Davidson, and Bachman on the front row. Serving is Vogel. Kill attempt played by Monroy. Davidson's shot partially blocked by Eddy, and Ulysses resets. Shot by Schultz is long, and the Lady Broncs add to the lead, back up by 7. And Sammy's serve that time a little bit too strong, and it'll go back to the Lady Tigers. Kaylin Marquez into the lineup for Ulysses. Serving is Cammie Kenny. Sammy plays it along the far side, up to Tegan, across to Stasia. Ulysses sets. Back set, Marquez. Can't play it. And it comes back to the Lady Broncs. Paola back into the lineup for Lakin on the front row with Stasia and Jarrah. Serving is Tegan. Marquez. Middle set, and a 4-hit violation by Ulysses. Bachman's serve played by Kenny. Now Lakin will set it. The winner by Stasia. Caught enough of the net just to throw the timing off. And a point for the Lady Broncs as they build to their biggest lead of this first set at 9. Winner that time by Chloe Eddy. And she will serve for the Tigers. Shot by Jarrah, too strong. (20-13). Ulysses trails but serving. Taking cross-court set to Paola, blocked by Curl. And here come the Lady Tigers with 3 straight points. Serve was long, goes back to Lakin. Jared Davidson to serve. Lady Bronx 4 points away from a first set win. Still some work to do though. Played in the back corner by Schultz. Up front. Curl with the shot, blocked by Lakin, but too strong out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Lady Tigers. Schultz with the serve, Tegan. Back set to Stasia. And just long, right in front of the line judge. I was hoping it would fall in, but it was just a little bit long. Schultz with the serve. From the back row, Davidson. Off the hands of Sammy Scott. Ulysses now scrambling. Third hit, Cammie Kenny with it. Sheriff, cross court to Sarah. Marquez with the one-hander. Taking cross-court set to Sarah. And the winner for Lakin. Curl got a fingertip on it at the net and threw it off for the Lady Tigers. So the side out to Lakin. Cadence Brown in to serve. Kenzie Lohman Fuller in the lineup on the front row, along with Sarah Wright and Sammy Vogel. Brown serve played by Scott. Now third hit by Chloe Curl and long. Lakin wisely let that one go. Cadence with the serve. Set to the front row. Marquez right down the line. Tegan to the floor, keeps it alive. And a 4-hit for Ulysses. Lakin now with set point, leading 24-16. Cadence with the serve down the far side. Dug by Kenny. Curl, shot. Dug by Tegan. And the shot by Sarah, thought it was going to be good, but it caught just enough of the antenna as it went by just in front of the chair official. And it'll go back to Ulysses. Lakin still with set point. Tegan sets to Sammy. Curl, her shot more self-defense than anything. Lakin will reset it. Tegan sets it. Jarrett from the back row. Ulysses on third attempt. Back set. Tegan to Kinsey. Blocked by Chloe Curl. I thought that time Kinsey had the angle, but Curl right there. Back row, Davidson. Played by Ulysses. Back row, Sammy Scott. Lakin keeps it alive. Up front, Sarah. Just a two-hand set. Curl has it blocked at the net, but out of bounds. And Ulysses still with a little bit of life in this opening set. Lakin still with set point. Taylor Ackley with the serve. Tegan. Back set, Kinsey. Blocked by Curl. But Lakin got a fingertip on it. I did not see that. So Ulysses still with some life. I thought Lakin might be celebrating the win there. Tegan, no look shot on second shot. Curl fell down, but got back to her feet to work it across. Sammy with the shot down the net, and it's played by Vager. Jarrett bumps it just to keep it alive. Cadence from out of bounds trying to keep it going. And Lakin right now just can't get a good setup to put Ulysses away. Still serving is Ackley. And a service ace. Now Ulysses to within two. Timeout called by Lakin. We're going to take one as well. We'll be back. You're watching Lakin Lady Bronc Volleyball. We'll be back right after this.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Taylor Ackley to serve for Ulysses. Lakin still with set point. Sammy tries to drop it across. Ulysses ready for it. Now they'll reset. Sammy, the runner, and the kill shot that time is good. And Lakin with the win in this first set, 25-22. Looked easy there for a while, but Ulysses made it interesting. But Lakin with that first set win. We're going to take a timeout. Once again, we have a lot of great sponsors that make Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube possible. And we're going to take a timeout, let you hear from them. We'll be back right after this. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday morning.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Getting set for set number 2. The first of 5 matches for the Lady Broncs here today. Lakin winning the first set 25-22. Lady Broncs led it 24-16. Looked like they were going to walk away with it. Actually led 20-11. Ulysses with 6 straight points to pull to within 24-22. Then Lakin got the winner on Sammy Vogel's kill shot. Ulysses to serve to start this second set. Lakin's second match of the day will be against Holcomb. Holcomb currently in action against Cimarron in the court to our left. Holcomb leading that 1-0. And Chloe Curl set to start us off here. And I got the wrong score up there, and there we go. Short set, Kenny. Sammy gets a fingertip on it. Taken with this set from the back row, Davidson. Cross court, Micah Schultz to Curl. Third hit, 2-hand sets it across. Taken, back set, the runner. Sammy mistimed it, but got it across the net, and Lakin will put it back in play. Cross court over to Sarah. Sarah's shot dug by Schultz. And a double hit by Ulysses. And it's side out Lakin. And serving is Sarah Wright. From the back row, Micah Schultz works it for Ulysses. Davidson, her shot sends the Lady Tigers scrambling, but they work it across. Vager with the third hit. Back to Davidson. To Schultz. Now Davidson once again. Davidson working over the back row, but Ulysses able to keep it alive. Up front, Kenny. Sammy got a finger on it. Lakin keeps it in place. Sarah from the back row, and the winner is good off the hands of the libero, Sammy Scott. Tough day of volleyball for Lakin today. 3 of the 5 opponents they've already defeated. So makes it a little bit tougher. You beat them once, but it's always tougher to come back and get them again. And that time Sammy with the winner. Lakin on top 3-0. Lakin has defeated Ulysses, Holcomb, and Dodge City, the first 3 opponents of their day today. So, like I said, it's always tough to follow it up. But you know, I've always felt, I guess, if you can do it once, you can do it twice. Side out for Ulysses. Naomi Vega to serve from the far court. Played by Cadence Brown. Taken with the set to Davidson. Davidson off the top of the net, and it's into the Ulysses bench. Cadence Brown plays the serve from Vega. Back set to Sammy. Tried to work the back line, and just a little long. And after giving up 3 to start the set, Ulysses has come back with 3 straight of their own to tie it at 3 here. Vega with the serve. Nayeli Monroy from the back row plays it. Now Cadence Brown on third hit. Back set, Sammy, dug by Vega. Cammie Kinney with the one-hander. Davidson the shot, just wide. The openings are there for Lakin, it's just either a little bit long or a little bit wide. And Ulysses with the 4-3 lead, their first lead of this match. Lakin led throughout the first set win. Davidson on third hit was scrambling but got it across. Ulysses with 5 straight points here. Vega with the serve once again, up front to Tegan. There's the opening Jarrah's able to find. And Lakin finally with the side out after Ulysses was 5 straight points. Stasia back into the front row along with Jarrah and Tegan. Serving is Vogel. Played by Schultz on the far side. Kenny's shot right down the line and landed in. Right in front of Tegan. Tegan was back. You know, had she been closer to the net, would have had a shot at that, but not much of a chance on that one. Basically, all she could do is watch it, and that's all she did. Short set, Schultz shot is long, or actually wide, and it'll come back to the Lady Broncs. Paola Carrillo back in for Lakin. Served by Tegan. Stasia did a nice job to keep that alive, and Davidson another shot to the far side, but off the top of the net, and kicks it out of bounds. Sarah plays it. Davidson with the two-hand pass. Kaylin Marquez just dropped it across the net off the fingertips of Paola. Ulysses keeps the serve. Serving is Tammy Scott. Tegan, middle set to Stasia. Kenny got a hand on it. Ulysses puts it in play. Sammy tried to keep it alive, diving to her right. Didn't get enough of it. Ulysses leading by 4. And a service ace by the Tigers. Now Ulysses leading by 5. And another service point for Ulysses as they lead at 11-5. Lakin will take a timeout. And as they do, we will too. We'll be back right after this.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Brett Hendrix along with you this morning. A full day of Lakin Lady Bronc volleyball. We had some issues we talked about earlier at the football game last night, and I do dearly apologize to all of those who tried to watch, but where we had no sound last night, I wasn't able to send out birthday wishes to one of Lakin's biggest fans, Mike Coyne. His birthday is tomorrow. And everybody knows Mike. He's at all of the Lakin sporting events. Cross court, Davidson has to play it with two hands across. Now Lakin resets it. Tegan, high set to Davidson. That time got the winner. Cammie Kinney tried to dig it, but was unable to. So happy birthday to Mike Coyne, Lakin super fan. And also want to send out birthday wishes to my mother. Service ace by Jared Davidson off the hands of the libero, Sammy Scott. I know my mom's probably not watching here this morning. She's got a granddaughter playing C-team volleyball in Ulysses, so she's down there. So I don't think she's got us on her phone, but do want to send out birthday wishes to my mother. And the service ace by Jera. Lakin trying to crawl back into this match. Updated, it is 11-8. And the serve too strong. Goes back to the Lady Tigers. Sarah digs the serve. Now Davidson's shot long, but Chloe Curl got a fingertip on it. And it's side out back to Lakin. Cadence Brown into the lineup to serve. Kinsey into the front row along with Sarah and Sammy. Ball into the court. They let them play. And a good thing for Lakin as Sammy gets the kill. They were trying everything they could do to kick that ball off the court. It finally rolled clear across in front of the Lakin bench. The line judge tried to scoot it along, but no harm, so I'm glad they let him play, especially where Lakin got the point. Serving is Brown. From the back line, Micah Schultz's shot is too strong. And Lakin now back to within 1 point. Lakin on a 6-1 rally. Kinney up to Marquez on third attempt. Tegan tried to catch Marquez off balance, and Marquez was ready for it. Now Tegan with the short set middle of Sammy, blocked by Curl. Sarah right shot blocked by Curl once again. Now Kinsey with the attempt on third shot. Marquez the one-hander. Now Lakin sets it on the front row. Sarah's shot dug by Schultz. Taken to the floor. Keeps it in play. Now from the back line, Ulysses and Schultz. Tegan diving to the floor with the one hand to keep it alive. Good action there. Cadence up to Tegan. Cross court to Sarah. Sarah played by the libero Scott. And Ulysses on third hit. Keeps it in play. Tegan the no-look shot. And Ulysses still going to get it across. good action here on this volley here. And Kinsey will get the winner off the top of the net, and the Lady Broncs have battled back to tie it at 12. And a timeout on the floor called by Ulysses. While they call a timeout, we're out of here as well. A lot of great sponsors we want you to hear from. We'll be back right after this.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Lady Broncs trailing at one time, 11-5, have come back to tie it at 12. Coming out of the timeout, Cadence Brown with the serve for Lakin. And the winner that time by Chloe Curl. Gives it back to the Lady Tigers and the 1-point lead. Taylor Ackley back into the lineup to serve for the Lady Tigers from the forecourt. And it's played by Sarah. Now up front, Vogel with the one hand. Short set to Cammie. Lakin will reset it. Sammy with the shot, and good. Not a hard shot, just found it, got it right in front of Sammy Scott. Dove, but couldn't get enough on it. So Lakin gets it back. Kinsey Loman Fuller to serve. Vager to Curl. Curl with the one hand. Tagan, short set, Sammy. Kenny gets a hand on it. Ulysses resets. Cross court, Curl with the shot. 4-hit violation on Ulysses. And Lakin will have their first lead of this set. Leading 14-13 after trailing at one time, 11-5. Oh, and the serve into the net, and it goes back to Ulysses. Chloe Curl to serve from the far court. Played by Brown. Up front, Sarah with the shot. And there's a touch at the net. The shot was long, but there was a touch at the net. And it's side out back to Lakin, leading 15-14. Serving is Sarah Wright. Marquez on second attempt. Davidson's shot blocked at the net, but she's able to work it back across. Set up front, played by Caitlin Rice, and Lakin will set it up again. Sammy with the shot, far corner, and Ulysses can't run it down. Diving attempt by Taylor Ackley. Lakin with the point. Sarah with the serve. Sammy Scott sliding on her knees, plays the serve, and that shot off the top of the net falls for Ulysses side out. Holcomb winning to our left, beating Cimarron in straight sets. Holcomb will be the next opponent for the Lady Broncs at the conclusion of this match. Front court set to Davidson. Davidson working it. And Ulysses resetting. Middle set to Sammy, blocked by Kenny, but it's a winner. Sammy just a little bit too strong for Cammie Kenny to block it. Stasia DeHone back into the lineup on the front line for the Lady Broncs, leading by 2. Lakin with the 1-set lead, trying to earn a sweep here. Davidson's shot, dug by Ackley. Now Ackley on third hit. Middle set, Stasia. And that's long. Kaylin Marquez into the lineup for Ulysses. Serving will be Cammie Kenny. Jarrah from the back row puts it right into the tape at the top of the net. And we are tied at 17 with Ulysses serving. Played by Vogel. Taken, no-look shot. Caught Ulysses off guard. And gets it back to the Lady Broncs. Good heads-up play that time by Tegan Bachman. And Tegan to serve with Lakin leading by 1. Kenny plays it from the back row. Up front, Marquez. Shot right at Tegan. She keeps it in play. Davidson, the runner. Dug by Kenny on the back row. Up front, Marquez. Third hit. Sarah puts it up to the front line to Tegan. Cross court, Davidson. Paola tried to kill that one too close to the net, but Ulysses able to keep it going. Bastasia DeHone on the far side makes it a winner down the line. Tegan with the serve. Set to Schultz. Off of Tegan and back to the Lady Tigers. Sammy Scott to serve. Lakin has battled back to take the lead in this set, but by only 1 point. Tegan, back set to Davidson. Davidson shot, there's a block at the net. Off the fingertips, and Davidson with the winner. And Jarrah to serve. And a service ace off the hands of Cammie Kenny. Timeout, Lady Tigers. We're going to take a quick one as well. We'll be back right after this.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashbacks Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashbacks Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Timeout called by Ulysses. Jarrah Davidson to serve for Lakin, leading 21-18. Trying to earn a sweep in this first match of 5 here on Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Kenny from the back row. Not strong enough. And Lakin now up to a 4-point lead, their biggest of this set, after winning the first set 25-22. Played by Kenny off the basketball support. And a point for Lakin. That'll go as a service ace for Jarrah Davidson. Serve played by Scott. Now Schultz with the third hit. Up to Tegan. Cross court, Sarah. Blocked by Curl. Lakin keeps it alive. Davidson, the one-hander, played by Kenny on the far side. Over to Schultz. Schultz. First shot dug by Davidson. Up front, Paola with the two-hand pass on third attempt. Sammy gave it a dive. Just a little bit too far out of her reach. And it'll go back to the Lady Tigers. Trailing by 4. Micah Schultz with the serve. Taken with the back set to Stasia. Her shot dug by Scott. And the attempt by Cammie Kenny is into the net. And Lakin with the side out with match point. And Cadence Brown into the lineup to serve. At the conclusion of this match, we will sign out and then get set for our second broadcast match of the day. Third attempt, Ulysses works it across. Tegan at the net. Lakin got it too close. Tegan tried to dink it across, but Marquez waiting right there for the Tiger winner. Taylor Ackley in and will serve for the Tigers. Lakin still with match point at 24-20. Sarah plays it back row up to Tegan. Sammy with the shot and the set and the match winner. Lakin puts it away in style with that winner by Sammy Vogel, and they'll sweep the first match of the day, 25-22, 25-20, and get set now for a rematch with the Lady Longhorns of Holcomb, who Lakin defeated in the season opening quadrangular here at Lakin. So we're going to sign off this broadcast. We'll open up the Holcomb-Lakin matchup, and we'll be back. Give us, let's see, they don't have times put up. Give us, about 5 or 6 minutes, and we'll be back into, they've got 10 minutes up on the scoreboard, so give us 5 or 6 minutes to get everything reset, and we'll have it for you right here on Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Thanks again for joining us here in match one. The Lady Broncs win it. 4 more to go. Stay with us. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back right after this.
Well, that wraps things up for today's live webcast on LakinSports.com and Lakin High Sports on the internet. On behalf of Brent and Sandy Hendrix, thank you for joining us, and thanks to our sponsors, the Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank, the Agency of Lakin and Garden City, the Lakin Recreation Commission, Flashbacks Diner of Lakin, the Kearney County Community Development Ralph Goodnight, Shorty's Cafe of Lakin, Shelter Insurance Gwen Wechter, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, the Lakin Dairy and Lakin Hay Fred Ritzema, the Golden Plains Credit Union, the Lakin Pharmacy, D-Bach Metals, and Hendrix Welding.